Hello, guys. On today's episode of Rising Artists, we have SHITOM Ahmed joining us. So, wow, welcome to Rising Artists. So, let me tell you something about House of Dhaka itself first. So, we started House of Dhaka like 5-6 months ago. I guess we didn't think it would be this big. We've had people like Barney, Farooq Bhai, Lil Late, Avoid Rafa, and now you. So it's the rate at which we've been growing is really really fast, and it's because of artists like you giving us the chance to showcase our culture, showcase our talent, showcase what we have to offer. So, this is what Rising Artists basically aims to show. You can talk about anything you want, target it to the people. So we have a very complicated list of questions for you today. So let's get on with it. All right. So before that, would you like to talk about anything? Say anything about House of Dhaka?
Should I hold it? So when I saw House of Dhaka, I was really happy what was the scene going on in Bangladesh, and especially the people you guys are inviting. You guys are not just catching popular people, but people who are my favorite as well, people who I listen to as well. So I'm really happy that you guys are keeping it to that niche market and not just going for the masses like everybody else, and keeping the quality up. So good on you for that.
So starting off with the premiere of your music career, you always were passionate in music, and as heard, you often used to have mini guitar concerts in school, and were consistent with your hobby. Was choosing your music career something you planned out from a young age, or was it a sudden gut feeling decision in your life? And don't ask us where we got this information from, because it took us a while to get that. But yeah.
Okay. So I'll give you information that you'll not find anywhere. My music started with Bangla folk, Bangla Bhatiali, and singing for 300, 400 people without a microphone when I was 4 or 5, because my father used to arrange these baul concerts, which are like not really concerts, but more like a show for people in the village to enjoy. And there was not like a lot of mic arrangements and stuff. And I could sing. I had the idea of how to sing on good pitch, the perfect pitch. So my parents were like, "You should sing." And that's how I started singing. But then when I came to Dhaka, I realized people here do not like folk. They hear like Ridoy Khan and Balam. And then when I tried Ridoy Khan, it's so easy to sing pop Bangla songs, because I came from a genre where I have to strain my voice so much and I have to sing such difficult notes, that singing Bangla pop was so easy. And that's how it started, because I felt confident every time I hear somebody here in Dhaka singing, and I'm like, okay, I learned folk. I think I can do better than that. So that's where I got my faith.
Thank you for explaining that. So, on to the next question. Watch it right. So, on to the next question is, Jay, do you have a significant artist who inspired you during your debut days, and why do you look up to them?
I would say I have a significant style of song making. So artist who does that, I love them. They could either be from Canada, US, or India. From US, actually from Canada, we have Jeremy Zucker. There's Lav from US. There is from Bangladesh. From India, we have Anuv Jain, Pratik Kuhat. So I really love songwriting and being real with your lyrics, writing my own lyrics. I have had offers where I got people sending me lyrics in emails and everything, and like they'll pay me for me to use their lyrics, but I'm like, I want to convey my message to my fans, and I don't want to use anybody else's lyrics. So any artist who does their own thing is my inspiration.
So the next question is something we've asked everyone on Rising Artists, and it's pretty simple. Do you think Bengali music is being sidelined right now at the moment by the audience?
Um, in 2023, I don't think so. I think the game has changed. If you look at the whole media industry, from the cinematography to the direction, everything is going international. Everybody is thinking international now. Even in if I would even I'll talk about our cricket team. The players' mindset has changed. Everybody wants to go international, and Bangla music can go international. We already see that in Bollywood, and even in I'm trying to incorporate Spanish and Bengali together because I think they both will go together really well. So no, I would say Bangla is not sidelined in 2023.
বাংলা ইন্ডাস্ট্রিতে এই চেঞ্জটা কেন, মানে মেনলি ওয়াই ডিড ইট হ্যাপেন, মানে out of nowhere, how did this change exactly happen?
Um, as well, first of all, as we are going to universities more, we're learning more about the world. Things are supposed to gradually get better, but we can also see a sudden boost in people's morale on what to do. Like they don't want to they don't want to deal with mediocre things anymore. That is because I think when people put out good music or good shows, or if you talk about good movies, the audience have loved it. I have had friends who are into music who are like, Bangladeshi Manush Bangla Gan Shune Na. Nobody supports Bangladeshi artists. Those are bullshit. People, if you put good content, for example, if you host a good event, it's gonna be success. If you don't have a good event, it's not gonna be a success. As simple as that. You give people good things, people give you return of investment, and people understood that now.
But it's some point I still feel like, Jay, in order for you to accept change, that takes a lot of time for people, especially brown people. Why do you think that is a problem, especially in Bangladesh?
It's a problem. Plus, for example, adding to what you said, how the change happened, this will answer that question as well. For example, when I have audiences who are from the suburb places of Bangladesh, there will be more views. And people realize that views are not equals to money. Money views are different, and views are just views. When people understood that, then people came out with chorki or things like that, and then ogula premium services kora hoise. And now people are like getting paid back for their content from people who are watching content by paying for it, because piracy has been killed. Nobody's doing piracy anymore. So that's why I also feel inspired to do music, because I know that when I release a song, people are gonna pay for it and listen to it. No one's gonna steal it like before anymore.
A lot of artists in the rising industry of Bengali music have a very bold style and specific message they want to convey through their music. How would you describe your style of music and the message you want to reach out to your audience?
So my style of music is relatable lyrics that can be understood by everybody, but not shallow. I listen to a lot of audiobook of Humayun Ahmed, and I follow a lot of take a lot of inspiration from his writing, because his stories are amazing and his words are very easy to understand. And I think we using easy words to understand is not something not like bad to do. So I chose that. So I think I connect with people more because I'm using the language that we use in our daily life and conveying a message that everybody relates to. And of course, a catchy chorus.
So, about catchy choruses and songs, apps like TikTok, Spotify, I feel like these apps have helped creators, musicians to kind of, let people know about their songs, more music awareness. Let's say in terms of YouTube, no one really goes on YouTube anymore. ঠিক আছে? I've মানে 3 মিনিটের it's much easier to access things, access music on TikTok, Spotify. Basically TikTok and Spotify, they've made the process way more easier than YouTube. On YouTube, it's way more complicated, and it's very hard for creators who are just starting off for their music to be heard. Current YouTube, their system, how they monetize things, it's very complicated. So do you think apps like Spotify, তারপর TikTok, they've helped a lot?
So I'll say TikTok and Spotify almost changed the whole industry. For independent artists or new artists, for example, when I started music, I had 300 subscribers. For a 300 subscriber musician to reach mass audience is really difficult. But in TikTok, if you have 3 followers, you can still be in the FYP, and that is where the game changing happened because YouTube only helps the big fishes, but Spotify loves their newcomers. TikTok loves their newcomers. Even if I talk about, there are a lot of new independent artists that are coming from Bangladesh, from Dhaka. We can, if I don't mention the names, it's there are female ones, there are male ones, and everybody is getting their face as a cover art in Spotify. That is a big validation. That is a big thank you and appreciation, and we need that as an artist. YouTube doesn't do that, and I think I want to thank Spotify using this platform for doing what they did in Bangladesh and TikTok as well.
I think Spotify and TikTok, they were both game changers in actually shaping this new industry we're forming right now. So, moving on to the next question, your lyrics are quite in depth and you often tell the listeners a story of emotions. Which song of yours took the longest to write?
The song that took the longest to write, very very precise. I'll have to think about it for a while. There's actually a song I released and then I took it back, Thunder. That song took me 6 to 7 months to write. However, every song that I write is not just a day of writing process. Everywhere I go, I would call myself an observant. So even if I'm in the car, I'm in the subway, I'll be writing lyrics on my phone, random lyrics, and then when I sit for writing a song, I open my notes and then I take some words from there and there, and sometimes it's also in my head. So I will say I'm
So
always
every
writing song in my
artist,
head.
at least once in their life, they've had struggles, they've had barriers, they've had people who don't want them to succeed. So in your career, whole career, have you faced any type of struggle, any type of barrier, any type of, let's say, situation like this in which people have tried to kind of, you get what I mean, right? Yes. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Pulling people down, exactly.
So when I never really faced it because growing up, you really grow up with your family as a kid, and family doesn't pull you down. It's when I got into a school and here in Dhaka, that's when I realized that it's much more difficult because the competition is more, and people here love their attention, and no one wants to give anybody else attention. Everyone wants to keep it to themselves because the more the attention, the more your brand value and stuff like that. But it was never like that for me. I love singing, and I just wanted to sing with more people because when you sing with more people, it's just the vibe is better. That's it. But people thought I was doing it for attention or I was doing it for girls or whatever it is. But when you're singing at 5 years old, you're not doing it for girls. I actually have, like, as a kid, I was so much into correcting pitch and like singing along and following along. I memorized the azan and as well um as the verse they say after it. And আজানটা আমি এত ভালো করে মেমোরাইজ করছি I can replicate Mokka azan, and it's crazy. So I would say that I was always into music with regardless of who pulled me down. So as I was into music from my heart, that pull down didn't affect me. So yeah.
So, can we expect you to do a live performance anytime soon in Dhaka?
I mean, definitely, if you guys are gonna pay for it, sure. If you guys are ready to come and pay for it, I'm ready to do concerts every day. So yeah.
All right. So, what do you want your audience to take away from your music?
Uh, First off, my music is soulful, so I want my audience to vibe along, and if you like it, listen to it. If you don't like it, don't listen to it. As simple as that. Uh, if you like it, just let me know that you liked it. That's it.
All right. So, this next question is something I think that all of us can relate to or want to ask our favorite artists. Because when we listen to your songs, there are like multiple songs that we like. Some of them might be our favorite. Like, let's say Chorabali is my favorite one. So, the question for you is that what particular song has a personal attachment slash meaning to you, and why?
That song would be Megher Bhela. That song is about coming back to Bangladesh to the person I love. Because the lyrics goes like আমিও আসবো ফিরে এখানে তোমার হাত খালি রেখো এভাবে যেন দেখলেই ছুতে পারো আমায়. So I'm gonna come back to you. Be there for me, and so that I can come and be there for you. So Megher Bhela is the song that connects with me the most.
All right. So, what would you say your music style is impacted by the events in your life at the time of production? Would you say your music style is impacted by the events in your life at the time of production?
Definitely. When I first moved to Canada, that was quite sad for me to stay away from my family, right? So that did influence me to start uh, spending more time with my guitar, and uh, and then I thought of doing originals because through originals I could express myself. Covers are of course nice, but there was not a single song that I could relate to 100%, and I wanted to sing a song that I vibed along as well. So definitely moving to Canada and then that life did have a huge impact on how I started music.
Thank you for that. If there was anything you could say to yourself when you were starting out, what would it be?
I would say for every musician, go for it, and do not think about what other will think. Just pursue for it.
বৃষ্টিতে ভিজে নেচে ভালোই আছি বেঁচে বাড়ি নাও আমায় প্রিয় বাড়িতে এখন ভালো লাগে না যখন আমি কাব্য লিখি খুব গোপনে সে কাব্যে আছে তোমার নাম জানি দেখিনি তোমায় আজও তবু করে রেখেছো মাথা তাহলে কি সব কিছুই মিথ্যে পাবো নাকি তোমাকে খুঁজে প্রশ্ন করি তোমাকে